You know, I just don't get you. Like, I've read your backstory multiple times, and I just don't get it. How are you more evil than me? Oh, Tomura. You do not get it. True evil comes from great tragedy. Nah, I'm just joshing you. I'm doing it because it's funny. That's it. That's the whole reason you're evil? That's your great backstory? What do you mean? I mean, come on, dude. For God's sake, I went through an actual hell, unlike you. Literally, decaying my entire family went right when my quirk activated. Like, straight up, my entire family, they're dead. All because of me, dog included. Even before then, I was abused when I was a kid. And by my own father, mostly because my grandmother bailed on us. Even afterwards, I was experimented on just to become the greatest all-for-one user of all time. And you mean to tell me that this entire time, you're just doing it because you find it funny? That's it. Well, how did you feel when you killed the main character's best friend? I mean, I never killed the main character's best friend, but neither did you. Yes, but I at least got a huge laugh out of it. If you wouldn't have laughed, you wouldn't have done better. Point, Mahito. I got nothing with that. Welcome to League of Villains, I guess. I admit it. I am you. I always wanted to deny it. But you actually got a death battle right this year, so kudos for that. You finally did it, thank you. Also, by the way, it's 8 o'clock in the morning the time I'm recording this, so no beer, but never say die coffee. That's good. So anyways, Shigaraki versus Mahito. A death battle that a lot of people really didn't care about, in all honesty, but I don't know. I wanted to see what they were going to do with it. And besides, it's two of my favorite new-gen animes, so that's something for sure. Also, if you guys haven't seen my top 10 favorite My Hero Academia characters, you'll know that Shigaraki is one of my all-time favorites. And while I wouldn't call Mahito one of my all-time favorite characters of all time, I do gotta respect him for his writing, at least, because I do like the idea of why he's evil. So anyways, let's get on to talking about the fight. Let's always start with what we always start with, the animation. Moro, who you guys might know as the guy who did Bowser vs. Eggman, is coming back to animate this masterpiece, and oh my god. While yes, it does start out pretty weird at first, I'm not denying that. As the episode does go on, it really starts picking up the pace. Cause damn does this shit not look crispy. Although Shigaraki does look a little weird, but he does get better looking as the time goes on with the episode, so I'm considering it a nitpick. But everything else about this episode is just pure awesomeness. He cooked this so damn well, one of Gordon Ramsay's wrinkles is disappearing as I speak. You tell me how that makes sense, I don't care. Next up, the voice acting. It was actually surprisingly really good in my honest god opinion. All I'm saying about Tom Selleck's voice acting here is Eric Vale would be proud of this voice. I'm not denying that. But then we get to my favorite voice acting of the episode. That is definitely Sean Chiplock's Mahito. Yes, people, that Sean Chiplock. Subaru Natsuki himself. Who would have guessed that they wouldn't have gotten him in the episode? Giving off the perfect combination of both being the murderous psychopath and the playful idiot that Mahito is. Next up, the music. Oh my god. I'm just going to come out and say it. This is definitely going up there with Princes of Pride and Fallen Gods. And of course, I wish I was not joking on this name. Skin Deep. Good night, everybody. Brandon Yates, you do your job perfectly again. And this is an overall bop. I love it. I'm not considering it better than Game Over, but it is definitely an S tier track. This is awesome, dude. As for the results, well, obviously I joked about it at the beginning, but yeah, they got this one right. I'm honestly surprised that they did, because they've been capping a lot this year. I'm still laughing at that incapable of killing Spawn. Okay, no, I'm not gonna be harping on that. But in my honest God opinion, everything about this episode, it starts getting really good near the end. Like, the very moment they get on the train, that is when things get really good. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't talk about the story. Here's the abridged version of it. Shigaraki tries to recruit Mahito. They fight for a little bit until things start getting onto the train and things start popping off really good. Like, straight up. Moro starts really cooking around this point when they start doing their transformations. Like I said, this looks gory and I'm all pro it. But then things hit perfection when Mahito opens up his domain expansion. There, I did the joke. Then gets into this beautiful scene, which is kind of giving me JoJo's Bizarre Adventure flashbacks. Like, straight up, I heard about getting handsy, but this is ridiculous. Anyways, Mahito tries to end everything while at the same time calling Shigaraki out for him being nothing but a crybaby about his backstory. And he even tells him to grow up. But this ends up getting him into Shigaraki's soul. And who is there to dispel him? All for one. Shigaraki ends up kicking him out of his own soul and is done with everything. He even calls Mahito out. And as a reference to Jujutsu Kaisen, the way Mahito goes out is the exact same way he dies in the anime. Running away. Like a little bitch. He tries running away, but it's all meaningless. Look, he even tries turning into Mike Wazowski here. But it's all meaningless. He just ends up destroying Mahito's head, thus ending his life. So, with that being said, final thoughts on the episode. This was actually much better than I was expecting it to be. The animation, great. The voice acting, almost spot on. The dialogue, it starts getting really good near the end. I can praise this episode to the high heavens, and I don't think anybody can really disagree with me on this. It's easily a top tier episode for me, and it's going near the top. Not fully at the top, but it's going near the top. But after really thinking about it, I officially decided that it's going above Joker vs. Giorno, but below Bowser vs. Eggman. Alright, so next time on Death Battle, it's the rematch episode. Yes, people, a big part in their Kickstarter campaign was that they were going to be doing a rematch episode. And while some people wanted something like Mewtwo vs. Shadow or Ben 10 vs. the Green Lantern to come back, because let's all be fair, those two really need to get updated. The episode that actually won was the episode that's coming out next. So, join me next time when the mascot of Xbox, Master Chief from Halo, takes on Mr. Rip and Tear himself, Doomslayer.